General Hospital, GH. Spoilers share the sad news that Jack Axelrod, who played mob boss Victor Jerome on the ABC soap for 3 years, has passed away at the age of 93. His long list of credits include Grey's Anatomy, My Name is Earl, and many other TV shows. His representative Jennifer Garland confirmed to EW that Axelrod died on November 28 of natural causes in Los Angeles. She stated, "I had the pleasure of spending a lot of time with him in his last years, as he had no immediate family. We spent much time outdoors, where Jack loved to sketch, read news articles, and recite Shakespearean sonnets." Axelrod was a Korean War veteran, and he studied acting and architecture at the University of California, Berkeley. Eventually, he worked as a licensed architect in Washington, and studied under the legendary actress Uta Hagen at the Herbert Berghof Studio for 6 years in New York City. Axelrod is well known for his portrayal of mob boss Victor Jerome, the competitor of Angus McKay, Guy Dolman. He had a 3-year run on General Hospital, and also appeared on the sitcom My Name is Earl as the Electrolyrinx guy, and in Grey's Anatomy as Charlie Yost. Yost was an elderly patient in a semi-comatose state, and his room became a gathering place for the staff at Gray Sloan Memorial Hospital. Yost eventually woke up only to die in the hospital's elevators. Axelrod's extensive resume include appearances on the television shows Frasier, Scrubs, Kojak, Hill Street Blues, Dallas, Dynasty, Night Court, Murphy Brown, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Ray Donovan, Everybody Loves Raymond, Star Trek, Voyager, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Shameless, The Office, and Modern Family. His film credits include 2011 Super 8 in Transformers, Dark of the Moon, 2008's Hancock, and 2010's Little Fockers. Axelrod was also a respected Broadway and off-Broadway actor. He portrayed Banquo in a 1969 production of Macbeth, and in 1970 he played Gandhi on Broadway before it closed after its opening night. Axelrod gave back to the acting community by teaching at several universities, including Penn State, Temple University, Cal State Northridge and Bakersfield, and CalArts. In addition, he served as a guest instructor at the Spicer/Sturgis Acting Studio in Los Angeles. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with GH right now. Come back here often for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. The world of soap operas has lost a legend. Jack Axelrod, best known to General Hospital fans as the unforgettable Victor Jerome, has passed away at the age of 93. The actor, whose commanding presence and nuanced performances left a permanent mark on daytime television, died peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that transcends the screen. With his death, fans and fellow actors alike are mourning not just the loss of a talent, but the end of an era. Jack Axelrod wasn't your typical soap actor. He brought something deeply rare to the genre, a kind of Shakespearean gravitas that elevated even the most outrageous storylines. His portrayal of Victor Jerome, the powerful mob boss and patriarch of the Jerome crime family, is still remembered as one of the most iconic villainous turns in General Hospital history. From the late 1980s to the early 90s, Axelrod transformed Victor from a standard criminal into a man of depth, secrets, and unexpected vulnerabilities. But who was Jack Axelrod beyond Victor Jerome? Before he ever stepped foot onto the soundstage of General Hospital, Axelrod lived a life that could rival any soap opera plot twist. Born in 1930, he served in the United States Army during the Korean War. Long before Hollywood came calling, he didn't get into acting seriously until later in life, a testament to his resilience and passion. When most people were settling into retirement plans, Axelrod was memorizing lines and preparing for his big break. And what a break it was! Victor Jerome burst onto General Hospital like a hurricane. A mob kingpin with charm, culture, and cold-blooded calculation, Victor wasn't just a thug. He quoted poetry, attended opera, and ruled Port Charles with equal parts intellect and intimidation. Fans were captivated. Soaps had seen mobsters before, but Axelrod made Victor into something more, a tragic anti-hero in a 3-piece suit. His on-screen relationships were particularly compelling. Whether he was clashing with Anna Devane, manipulating his children Julian, Olivia, and Ava, or engaging in his twisted romantic entanglements, Victor always carried a sense of danger just beneath the surface. But Axelrod also gave Victor a weary soul, hinting at regrets and wounds that made audiences lean in closer. Behind the scenes, Axelrod was known as a consummate professional, always prepared, always gracious. His colleagues speak of him with reverence, remembering not just the actor, but the man who brought warmth and wisdom to the set. Jack had this amazing ability to make even the darkest scenes feel human. One former co-star shared, "You never felt like he was acting. You felt like you were witnessing something real." After Victor Jerome's death on screen, a moment still etched in soap history, Axelrod didn't fade from view. He went on to guest star in numerous primetime shows, including Grey's Anatomy, My Name is Earl, Scrubs, Everybody Hates Chris, and Ray Donovan. Even into his 80s, he brought characters to life with depth and authenticity. He also turned to teaching, mentoring young actors who were just beginning their journeys. Axelrod was passionate about craft, and he believed in passing down the torch. Many of today's rising stars owe their confidence and foundation to the gentle wisdom of Jack Axelrod. His death, though not unexpected due to his age, has still sent shockwaves through the soap opera community. General Hospital viewers, especially those who watched during the Victor Jerome era, are taking to social media to express their grief and share memories of the moments that moved them. Some still recall the infamous scenes where Victor would sit behind his massive desk, plotting his empire's moves while revealing glimmers of a broken heart underneath. "You could love to hate Victor," one fan wrote online, "but Jack Axelrod made you just love him. Period." His former GH castmates are also sharing tributes. Maurice Benard, Sonny Corinthos, a fellow mob kingpin in the show's universe, posted a heartfelt message about Axelrod's talent and humility. Nancy Lee Grahn, Alexis Davis, called him a master of the craft, while Finola Hughes, Anna Devane, said she felt lucky to have acted opposite someone of such emotional intelligence. For all his accomplishments, Axelrod remained deeply humble. He rarely gave interviews, preferring to let his work speak for itself. And speak it did. Every sneer, every monologue, every complex stare. He poured himself into each moment with intention and grace. His family has asked for privacy during this time, but released a simple statement. Jack lived with curiosity, kindness, and strength. He loved his work, and he loved those he worked with. "We are grateful he was able to share his light with so many." They've requested that donations be made in his name to organizations supporting the arts or to veteran causes, two passions that defined his life. As General Hospital continues its decades-long run, it carries within its very DNA the imprint of Jack Axelrod's time on the show. He helped define what it meant to be a villain in daytime drama, not just by being bad, but by being real. And in doing so, he elevated everyone around him. There's a Victor Jerome-sized hole in the heart of Port Charles now. But fans can take comfort in the fact that Axelrod's work lives on, not just in reruns, but in the echoes of every morally complex character that followed him. He made it okay for soap villains to cry, to love, to lose. He showed that darkness isn't the absence of light, it's the depth of it. Rest in peace, Jack Axelrod. You were a giant in every sense of the word. And for all of us who watched, who cheered, who feared and ultimately loved Victor Jerome, we say thank you. Your story lives on.